Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's VENM. You're back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the best offensive formations in Madden 20. So, starting off, we have the gun bunch formation, to the surprise of nobody. We have obviously all the best plays in the game that's been the meta for the last 3 years. You have pat sail, verticals, curl flat, bunch trail. The list just goes on. Z-spot, mesh post. Yeah, it's a very difficult formation to guard against. I struggled with it. The limited time you have to make adjustments this year at the line of scrimmage, since there is no animation to walk to the line of scrimmage to break out of the huddle. But yeah, it's very difficult to guard, and it's pretty simple to run. Simplistic route combinations to get easy success. The verticals, wheel route's good, just the motion out, simple, pretty much the same setup as last year work. Although the fade route, cover 3 beaters aren't as good because the fades aren't as good as last year, per se. Nonetheless, moving on to number 2 on the list, we have the gun trips tight end formation. Trips tight end, it's not as good as last year in my opinion, and I think in a lot of people's opinions, it is not as good as last year. Playing the beta, playing against it multiple times, running it myself, the crossers aren't as good. They're a little worse, pretty similar, but it's very easy to stop them. Some simple man coverage with a speedy DB will easily stop it. And all you have to do is, if they throw it to the crosser, they have like a step, you can just click onto the corner, get an animation, and it's an easy interception. But yeah, nonetheless, they still have the good post routes, corner routes, drags, and crossers. Tables, just the same plays as last year, good. And yeah, it's still a very easy formation for many people to run, and very easy formation for me to run, that I was able to run, just making the simple reads, hitches, easy little corners, flat routes, just an overall good formation in my opinion, and that's why it's number 2 on the list. Next up, we're going to be talking about the gun bunch tight end. Again, it's obviously similar to bunch, a lot of the same route combos. You have curl flat corner in the Seattle book. I think it's in most bunch tight ends. The same as curl flat. You have PA boot over. It's basically a PA crossers. And yeah, it's very good formation. You have a lot of X spot, quick corner routes, middle over. I think it's the one with the post and the table route. But yeah, a lot of opportunities to run that, especially if you're in a Seattle book. You have multiple formations: bunch tight end, trips tight end, offset, deuce close, so you can easily switch between. Anyway, here we have 4 on the list. Gun Y off trio week in the New Orleans Saints book, I think, as well as the Buccaneers book. It's obviously better than the Saints. You have sticking up. Saints out, sticking up, it's good again. Although I think the post is a little worse, the crosser is a little worse than last year, if I do recall running the play. But nonetheless, still a good play to run. Similar to, it's literally pat sail. You also have Saints outs, this is very good again. Just a good overall formation with good plays. Get that. Saints cross, a PA wide receiver in, and just a lot of good plays. Pretty much the same as last year. If you use Saints book, there's no reason to stick away from it. If you know the formations by heart, muscle memory, know the reads, I would just stick with it. It's a good formation. I was able to run it pretty well, considering I ran it for the beginning portion of Madden 19. Next on the list, gun spread, Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive playbook. It's good again, like last year. I see some competitive players running it, and it's like just pretty much the same as it was in the Cardinals book. You have the post corners with route combos. I think it's a very top formation. Lots of spacing. You have to worry about all sides of the field. Doesn't really match well against 3-4, 5-2s in my opinion, with all the quick reads you are able to make. Obviously, blocking's not the best. If you want to max protect, you can motion someone over though. And yeah, it's just, I think that you're gonna have to at least run some sort of nickel, some sort of 5 DB formation to be able to stick with it, rather than just sitting in a 3-4 odd, 4-3 over coverage type. And yeah, if you get down the reads, it's very difficult to guard. 4 verticals, very good. If you have a fast slot receiver, you can just bomb them pretty easily. And it's like, they just got to worry about all sides of the field. Lots of good stock plays, along with the adjustments you can make. Next up, we got single back deuce close. Pretty much the same as last year. I tried this out in the Seahawks playbook. I'm pretty sure it has almost every play that you can run. Obviously, the VENM, it's okay, considering last year it had the motion glitch earlier in the year. It was very good. Madden 18, obviously, very good, but they slowed down the tight end motion animation, making VENM a little more predictable. You can easily guess which play they're running when you see that tight end like take a sidestep. You'll see once you get the game. VENM and stretch are good, especially for runners. Good run stick. You can master this formation. Pretty much the same as last year. Passing plays good again. Misdirection, angle, tight angle, stretch shot. Just a variety of good stock plays. Bench. You can make lots of adjustments with those, but you still have 2 tight ends. So if you're running this in Ultimate Team salary cap, you're just gonna need to get 2 tight ends, unless you're just max protecting. Next up, we got tight flex. In Titan's book, obviously has the best tight flex. Not really. Arizona tight flex is okay, but it's just nah. Why have good when you can have great? So I'm going to be talking about Titan's book. PA post shot, good yet again. Good stock play. It'll be bum central. I'll probably make a video on it showing. So you just got to learn a cross man. You just have that set. But anyway, talking about the offensive perspective, not defensive. So PA post shot is good. You have mesh spot, a lot of that deep corner route, similar to curl flat. You also have double spot, the flat route, table route, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, you can just mix up a lot of plays. You have a play with a good post, can't remember what it's called. You have cross wheels with the wheel route, similar to verticals in the gun bunch. And yeah, if you just ran it last year, you should be able to run it this year. It's pretty similar to how it played out. So yeah. Next up, gun tight offset tight end. I ran this somewhat decent amount in the Madden 20 beta. It's very good. Again, as pretty much the same as last year, I want to say. I know that I'm saying that for a lot of formations, but I mean, they just are not really. Formations don't really change year to year. Only one I can think of is when they take out a formation, but even then, it's still pretty much the same. Tight offset, you have YHB out, obviously, the main play you run in the formation. Saints halfback out, whatever, or Packers halfback out. Mesh spot, PA cross shot, or something like that. But if you guys run the formation, you know what I'm talking about. It's very balanced, the inside zone, good. And you can just make a lot of adjustments with that. Despite not being able to max protect, it's still on my list as one of the top formations with the diversity inside of the playbook. Lots of people don't expect it, don't prepare for it at all, don't lab for it. Yeah, if you're in Saints book, I would definitely stick with the Y-off trio and the tight offset. That takes us to number 9, the single back trio. In the Vikings playbook and run heavy, I believe. Could be another one, don't quote me on that. Again, it's very good running playbook. And with the toss, the stretch, the dive, the zone weak, aka the power O, you're able to run this formation to perfection in the run game. Pass play, the run heavy playbook has a ton of good passing plays out of this. Minnesota Vikings, not so much. Drive wheel, slot cross, I think, with the angle route, the slot receiver. You also have PA shot corner with that S route, the drag as well. or the S route, the crosser, and then you just put that wide side receiver on a drag usually. PA boot over, and yeah, it's just very balanced, very good. If you're a under center player or run heavy player, I recommend this formations. I had a ton of success with it, and that's partially what I'm going to be running out of the Vikings playbook. And last but not least, we have wide trips. Wide trips is going to be wide trips. You have the PA cross shot, wide corner, PA wide receiver in. Pretty much the same old. It's good every year, and people run it every year. Just a very successful formation, basic formation, old school. You have the good inside zone. Just a ton of balanced plays and easy to run plays, stock plays that you can make easy setups out of. And yeah, I definitely recommend it if you're just starting off. You try to find a go-to formation. I recommend the wide trips week. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video and like more Madden 20 lists and content, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Peace. I'm out of here.